All right, we've been going through all of these steps, finding test statistics, p-values, and now we want to actually do a test. So it says test the claim that the proportion, so I know it can't be that's a mean, that's a mean, that's a mean, of people who own cats is larger than 20%. So larger would mean greater than. So I'm looking at this for my hypothesis test. It's asked, is this test right-tailed? Because of that greater than sign makes it right-tailed. It says, based on a sample of 400 people, 26% own cats. Well, we've gone through how to find a test statistic, but the only thing that's kind of weird here is remember that your sample proportion is X over N. Well, they kind of give you the sample proportion, the 0.26, but we don't know what X is. However, we could find it because we could solve this for X by multiplying the 0.26 times 400, and I get my X equals 104. I'm definitely not going to do this by hand, so I'm going to go grab my Google Sheets. I'm going to be on the data list tab, and so I'm going to start entering my information in here. I just found my X was 104. My sample size was 400. What I'm testing is 20%, so 0.2. This is a right-tailed test, so greater than, and now I have my information. So the z-stat is 3 and the p-value is 0.0013. All right, so what does that mean? So if I drew this out, so let me just put those numbers in there, 3.00 and 0.0013. If I drew this out, and you should always be drawing these so you can kind of see what you're doing, it's saying that the mean is 0.20, and with our sample we came up with, I've already forgotten, where is it, p hat 0.26, which is actually way up here. If I standardized my mean to a 0, then what this is saying, this test statistic is at 3, which is 3 standard deviations from the mean is a long ways from the mean. But for us to really know, how do we know if we reject the null? If the p-value, so the p-value, which is the probability that I believe the null, if it is less than your alpha, which is your level of significance, your significance level, and it definitely is, if the p-value, the probability you believe the null, is less than what they give for significance, then you are definitely going to reject the null hypothesis.